and welcome to episode 49 of Things I've Learned from Barry Harris. Today I thought we would talk about this turnaround for blues, which happens in a jazz blues, or regular blues, or even rock blues. You hear, especially guitar players play something like, or they'll play, or even now this little, I learned those riffs and then I just played them. I figured out where I'm supposed to put them and then I put them there, and then every time we play a blues and there's that turnaround, try not to do it too much, but boom, I can just put it in. But one time at Barry's class, he, just for a minute, he was playing a blues, a slower blues, and he just happened to call out what those were. So this is not just a little riff that people play. This is actually based on chord movement, things that happen in chords. And I'm sure that there might be some of you that know this already, but I was completely unaware of what it was. I was just kind of robotically repeating those same riffs that everybody knows. So what it is the first one is actually an A7. So we'll do the key of A because that's what most guitar players play blues in. So we'll just do it in the key of A for this time. So that's just a plain A7. 7th fret, 9th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret. The next chord, these two notes move, but actually three notes move. The only note that stays the same is the A. So now you have an A diminished, which would be 7th fret, 8th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. And then those three notes move again, and the A stays constant again. And now you have a D minor 6. So now you have from the 5th. So you have a 7th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. So really, this change is really this, which is beautiful. So, knowing this, that's great, but we have to invert all those. So that's from the root. So now let's do it from, let's say, the 7th. And it's the same idea. There's an A7. There's another inversion of an A diminished, because you know the A diminishes all look the same. They're a minor third apart. And then a D minor 6 from the 3rd. So this one is going to be the first A7 from the flat 7th is going to be 5, 6, 5, 5. And again, these three notes move, but the A stays constant. So now you have 4, 5, 4, 5. Again, these three notes move. The A stays constant. So now you have 3, 4, 3, 5, which gives you a D minor 6 from the 3rd. And then just ending on an A. So now let's do it from the 5th. Again, we're going to find where that A is, which would be the 3rd finger. And we're just going to move the other three notes. So we're going to do. So that would be, the first one is the A7 from the 5th, which would be 7, 7, 6, 8. There's that diminished again, but keeping the A constant, so we have 6, 7, 5, 7. Then we have a D minor 6, which would be 5, 7, 4, 6. And then we'll just end on just a plain A major. So now we got this. And the last one will be from the 3rd. So here's our A7 from the 3rd. We're going to find where our A is, which is on the G string, and move the other three notes. So let's try that. So that would be 4th fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret. the second fret is going to be the one that stays. Then you got third fret, fourth fret, second fret, fourth fret. Then you got for the D minor 6 would be second fret, third fret, second fret, third fret, and then just a regular A. So that would be. Now I don't know about you, but I did not know that. I was completely not aware that that was the movement behind those little riffs, and I've been playing those riffs for 20 years. I had no idea what that was until now. I heard that and I hear Barry play it and I say, okay. And it's probably one of those things that all the older musicians all know where it originated from, and then we took it and slowly started eliminating certain notes, and then some of the things fall easier on guitar, so then boom, all of a sudden now it's down to 2 notes moving rather than this beautiful movement that happens. Not that there's anything wrong with the 2 notes, but it's nice to know the origin from where it's coming from. But because we know that, then we should say to ourselves, well, then we have to use it, we have to be able to use it in single notes. So if we take it from the root, there's our A7 from the root. So then we have to play an A diminished from the root, which is fine. And now we have to play a D minor 6th from the 5th. So all those are from the A. Which is really pretty. So if we were playing the blues, at the end of the blues, if we said, now we're actually playing something on it. But because we know it from root position, we should also know it the way that we learn the chords. So here it is from the 7th. From the flat 7th. So now we have flat 7 tonic, major 3rd, 5th. Now the only note that stays, again, is the tonic. So these 3 notes have to move down again. So we're going to say, and now the last one's going to be from the 3rd. So now we got this. Which is beautiful to play. And to be honest, I've never heard any just straight blues guitar player or rock guitar player play that, ever. Never heard it. Never heard it. Maybe you guys have, but I have never heard that before. Now again, so that was from the 7th. Now we need it from the 5th. So the 5th, from the 5th it would be this. For the A7 it would be 5th, flat 7th, tonic, 3rd. So now, those are the 3 notes that are going to move. And the tonic is going to stay the same the whole time. So now you got this. And the last one is going to be. So now you got this. Let me see if I can do it right. That's a really pretty one. So let's see. Just throwing that as an example, just to show you where I put it. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but at least it gets the point across. So we did it from the tonic, from the 7th, from the 5th. Now we should do it from the 3rd. So from the 3rd, it's going to be 3, 5, flat 7 tonic, and then the only ones that are going to move are this. Oh, we're going to. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. And then I guess from the 6th. things are so important. And again, it's something that he brought up in his class. Like, just, if I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying, I would have missed it. I mean, that just goes to show how much you can get from just being around a person of the caliber of Barry, which is obviously rare to find somebody that way. But he just blurted it out. And if I wasn't really paying attention, I wouldn't have even gotten it. And then I didn't hear him I've never heard him bring it up again. He just doesn't discuss that kind of thing. But for me, it was super important because that's a riff that I've played my whole life. And now I know where it comes from. And now so do you. So I hope you enjoyed episode 49 of Things I've Learned from Barry Harris. And I guess we'll title this The Most Recognizable Blues Turnaround. Anyway, thanks. Until next time.